Hello. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of people in rural trades struggle with, which of course includes farriery, and that's isolation.
Hopefully it will give you some ideas on how to deal with isolation and how to support others who have to deal with it too. Let's go.
Christmas is here, and for some that can highlight feelings of loneliness. Most farriers work on their own, and I know personally a lot of farriers that do struggle with a feeling of isolation. After all, a large chunk of our day is spent driving around the countryside, and often on yards we only have our four-legged friends for company.
Yeah, I get that. Christmas can be weird. You look around, you see Christmas adverts, people making plans, and you think everyone's having a great Christmas. But in reality, half the time they're not. It's like we're all too busy with everything, and sometimes we forget to check on each other.
Exactly. That's why I wanted to talk about this today. How to handle isolation and loneliness, and how to make this season a bit brighter. Whether you're a farrier or anyone else, I know I've had times where I've felt isolated.
Yeah, but you're not popular like me. That's no surprise though. Anyways, go on.
Well, I was fortunate that I had a really great time at school. I had some good friendships, and I'd planned out my future at quite a young age. I'm also really lucky that I've got quite a close-knit family. When I left school, I left a lot of those friendships behind to study farriery at a college 50 miles from home. And this was before I was even old enough to drive. There were so many massive changes in my life, and honestly, I did feel quite isolated. Looking back, I wish I had enjoyed some of the independence that I had at such a young age, something that a lot of 16-year-olds crave. But the isolation did make it quite hard to seize opportunities. Thankfully, I met some of my closest friends at college, and still to this day, we meet up pretty regularly.
Honestly, feelings of isolation aren't uncommon though. It's just part of being a human. Isn't that right?
Right, and there are ways of dealing with it, and even turning it around. Loneliness isn't just feeling a bit sad, it's a serious issue. According to the charity Mind and the NHS, it can lead to stress, depression, and even physical health problems. And at Christmas, these feelings can be even worse. Sadly, these stats show the seriousness of the problem.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you're actually alone. You could be surrounded by a bunch of people and still feel like nobody gets you. It's about connection, not just company.
You're right, and recognising that is the first step in changing it.
Yeah, let's get on to the changing it bit. It's all been seeming a bit depressing at the moment.
Here are some ways to handle loneliness, especially through the holidays. Number 1, reach out. Call or text someone that you trust. Even a short chat can make a big difference. If you're far from home, like I was, a video chat can be a great way to stay in touch with friends and family. I remember I used to really look forward to video chats with my younger brother when I was at college.
Yeah, and don't overthink it. People aren't just sitting there judging you. They might be happy you did it. After all, you might be helping them too. It'd be weird if I wasn't getting constant messages from John, James, Pete, etc. Even I get memes every day and stay at each other's houses.
Number 2, join communities. There are a lot of farrier groups out there that you can connect with. The BFBA, for example, host regular events. You can find them normally on the Forge and Farrier website or their magazine. Even a trade event like Farrier Focus can be great for networking and just chatting with people in the same industry as us. Don't forget that you don't need to be part of an organised event. You can just meet up with a friend and go for a drink, or join a class and learn Spanish, go litter picking, open water swimming, do some poetry, just make connections.
Plus, there's loads of banter in those groups. You might pick up a few tips, or just have a laugh. My phone's always buzzing in my pocket from notifications from my group.
Exactly. Number 3, give back. Volunteering can be a great way to feel connected. I know we can be working long days and just want to crash out in the evenings, but volunteering can be a great way to give something back to the community. Whether it's helping at a homeless shelter, assisting with animals, whatever you do, it can really help to raise spirits.
Yeah, and doing something for someone else can really remind you that you're not alone. You are valuable, and you've got something to offer.
Number 4, stay active.
Heads.
Going for a walk, a run, or even just cleaning the house can really help to clear your mind and boost your mood.
Staying active is how I look this good. I hit the gym every week. Pete and I spot each other, but I think he just likes looking at my massive biceps.
Number 5, plan something that you can look forward to. Arrange for a meal or a night out with friends, or even book a holiday. Having something to look forward to can make the tough days easier.
John, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's 7. I'm looking forward to it. Well, now, yeah? No, I'm leaving work now, actually, yeah. All right, cool. See you then. John, it's for you, mate. Pete, there you are. Oh, next round's on you. It's been a long day. No. Oh, Pete, look at this V. It's got a cat in it. Funny. Oh, God. John, what's up? Barely touched your pint. You can't keep up.
Christmas is the season of hope. If you're feeling lonely, remember it's okay to speak up, for you or for someone else. And if you're feeling good, a small gesture can mean the world to someone who isn't. Remember, just because someone looks happy, the reality might be very different. Christmas is great because it means we don't need to be alone.
Cheers. Cheers, man.